Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Room to run past midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. Here's a give to Penny. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
New York set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On second down, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They go play action now. Wilson looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. It's Barkley on the counter. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find the matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. Got some room at the 30. Now Russell Wilson appears to be shaken up. And you know they're holding their breath over on that sideline. He's still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Simeon. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Simeon. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
No, check. Patriot.
to the air, Simeon on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down.
Gone!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green!
Again, Simeon. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Throw left side complete. It's Wells. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Gone!
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he's got this down to the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Fourteen seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. the fumble recovery. Simeon, he lets it fly for Lockett. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down. Simeon incomplete on first. Here's second and 10 now. From the gun, here's Simeon. A completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Simeon now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. The final shot before break, Simeon. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Alec Ogletree in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. On second down, here's Simeon. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Detroit!
Third and long. It's Simeon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now Rashad Penny, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
The Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now, look at 56.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Penny, a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Leopard!
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there with Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll run it again with Penny. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let him get anywhere and made him kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Ebron caught left side. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye.
Yeah.
One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Simeon now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing again is Simeon. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Right,
Simeon incomplete on first. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Check 59, right? Gun!
To the air again, Simeon. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Simeon throwing again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run again here with Goldman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Goldman. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On the ground, it's Goldman again. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Giants on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Goldman will run it. And he'll go down at the 28. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Penny. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there